way or roundabouts.
Oh!
Big old power slide.
What's up, guys? Welcome to Blake's Garage. So today I got the BMW E30 behind me, and as you guys may or may not have seen, you guys should be clicking that little eye up there in the corner if you have not, but I did a power steering rack swap, put a Z3 rack on this, and I also put on the Magnus Racing Team Bump Steer Correction Kit, which also gives you mucho el grande extra angle. So yeah, with that, hey, shut up, helicopter. Shut up. With that, one thing kind of can be an issue, and that is clearance with your wheels. So now my wheel actually rubs on my sway bar. So I talked to Motorsport Hardware and got some new spacers. Let me show you those. So these are some 15mm hub centric. These are the track light wheel spacers, 15 mil, boom. I have 5mm spacers on there right now. I actually needed those to clear my coilovers, so I'm not really doing this to like get that extra poke, get that extra flush fitment look. I am doing it for functionality to get more angle and that sort of thing. So gonna go ahead and rip this wheel off real quick, throw on this 15mm spacer, see if we can get some more angle out of this car. Also on this car, I have the Motorsport Hardware stud conversions, and that changes you over from wheel bolts to lug nuts and wheel studs. So also have that hub centric ring there. Here is my 5mm Motorsport Hardware spacer, which is also hub centric and chamfered, so that is a good spacer as well. You guys see back there on my sway bar, see that little area right there? That's where my wheel actually rubs the sway bar. Also there, and inside there you can also see where the wheel is rubbing. So that spacer is going to get me more angle. Installation is as easy as just sliding it on. Obviously it's hub centric, so it's not going to jiggle around and the wheel is going to stay all good. I gotta put this little guy on because I need that because my wheel is not hub centric, so that keeps everything aligned. For now, I put the 5mm plus the 15 equaling 20mm offset outward. So what we're gonna do now is check the stock angle. Now this little line here, as you can see, I'm pretty much lined up here with this, and then this was my factory angle right here. I tried doing it after the angle kit. That was this one right here, this piece of tape. Got a little bit more, but it would hit the frame rail. So let's see what kind of angle we can get now with this. Actually, I gotta do the other side first, so let me do that, but that's not really important. You guys don't need to see that. Okay guys, so I got the 5 and the 15 on there, so I actually have 20mm of spacer. Now you can see I got that Hera fresh look right there. But what I need to do, I think I'm gonna do, because this fender lip's actually already rolled. I already rolled this a long time ago when it caught at autocross one time. So yeah, I think I'm gonna undo some of these bolts and just try to kick out the fender a bit more. Yes, it's gonna mess up the body line a bit. However, well, I'd rather mess that up than mess this up. So we're kind of gonna give it like a Mach wide body, if you will. Okay, so I adjusted the fender and I will show you guys this. I'll kind of call it the Mach wide body. You can see basically what I did is I just kicked this side out. So I'll kind of show you what I did to adjust this fender out. It gives it more of a flare. I have ideas on what I want to do with the fenders in the future. I don't necessarily want to do flares, but I have another idea that I want to do in the future. So we'll see whatever happens with that. Definitely have different ideas for this car, but that gives me more fender clearance, right? More wheel clearance, so I'm not gonna rub. As you can see on this side, I mean, that fitment is gonna be tight under compression or under full lock. And I really don't want to just smash fender, that's never fun. But yeah, when I do this side, I'll just kind of show you guys what I did to do that. I think it's kind of cool. I've seen people do it on Miatas and stuff, and I think it looks pretty sweet. It's pretty race car. Attempt number 2, an extra 5mm spacer, 20mm of spacer overall. Go for it. Boom, look at that. That is pretty freaking awesome. That is pretty good. That is, do it all the way to the end. all the way to the right, yeah, that is quite a bit more angle, so that looks awesome. As you can see, it gets pretty close right here. That's why I'm probably gonna space out that fender like I did on the other side, because I really don't want that hitting. But yeah, overall, shit, it still hits the sway bar. So yeah, I mean, I could even do more spacers. So I may need fatter spacers for the front wheels, and I can get even more freaking angle out of this thing. So that's awesome. I know you guys can barely see me because it's kind of dark, but that means, yeah, I can actually still get more angle out of this car with fatter spacers. I'm gonna have to get a little bit bigger spacers to get it to not hit that sway bar. So maybe 30 mils? Ooh, I don't know. I'm gonna have to have a lot of poke on this thing. So yeah, something may have to change. We'll talk to you guys soon. I think that's pretty cool. It just shows how much that Magnus Team Racing angle kit really gives you if you need that extra angle. Now, what you can also do to limit this is you can limit it with putting in power steering rack spacers. That's basically gonna limit the amount of lock you have in the steering wheel. So the steering wheel is not gonna turn any more than what you limit it to. And that way you don't have to run run into issues like this. So anyways, guys, hope you liked the video. We'll talk to you soon. Later. Wrench on. Alright, so officially the daily driver now has 2 tracks under its belt, and the E30 is still slacking. However, next year I plan on having the car track ready and getting out there and ripping. Also lots of autocross and that type of thing, but we got Laguna Seca and Thunderhill East. We'll add Thunderhill West probably to this car eventually. I don't know. Gonna have to add quite a few track stickers to this thing. We'll see. I also want to add Sonoma to this thing. I think that'd be pretty sweet.